Hey guys, what is up? It is Weezna. As always, we are here at my studio, True Sound Studios, and this is where all of the tracks are recorded, mixed, and mastered at. As well as the beats are all produced here by myself. And this particular song is called The Wrong Situation, and it features Ryan Brennan, who is the rapper on the track. I am the one who sang the chorus and produced the beat and obviously recorded it and everything. So yeah, you can find this song on any social media site and any music site, including iTunes, SoundCloud. I even offered for free on SoundCloud, so you can go get that for free if you like it. Otherwise, you can go purchase it on all the other major ones, and you can also stream it for free on Spotify. So let's get right into it. So this song starts out with this like main synth line. So that is the main synth line. That's as a soft, well, I guess you could call it a VST synth, and this is the Rapture right here. It's on the saw pad setting, but I believe I manipulated it, but not 100% sure. This track was done quite a while ago, about 10 months ago. So yeah, it's been a while. Anyways, so right from there, it goes right into the chorus hook of the track. I'm always ready for the wrong situation. And this is the synth, the lead to the hook, the chorus. And this is a different synth, and this is a VST synth also, and this is Dimension Pro. And this is one of their like string, kind of more authentic string sounds. And that just repeats twice. And then also another kind of lead, we got these like piano doing these like quarter note things. Eighth notes. So nothing too crazy there, but it's creating just a little different vibe. So if you listen to the main synth with the lead, and then without it, it just helps build some like suspense in the track. And this one obviously wanted to be a fairly serious, kind of aggressive track. And then getting to the bass, this is Silent. So one of my favorite plugins for synth. I feel like I use this. It's probably on at least every track I've done, at least one instance of it. And this one is the big bass setting, but once again, you can see some of these settings are not. I've definitely played around with some of the things. And then also on this track, we have a whole bunch of plugins. We're using the CLA, the Chris Lordage Waves plugin. This is the bass one to add some distortion, some EQ. We have a couple more EQs here and an API, which looks like we're just bumping some 40 hertz on this, but take a listen. And in context. For the wrong situation. So nothing too crazy. Until we get to the drums. The drums are a little bit more active and fun. As you can see here, we got a crash. This like, high tuned snare drum. This is the pit snare drum that kind of leads into the track. A nice close hi-hat. I believe that's an 808 one. This is a snare and clap all together. And then we got our kick here, so you can listen to the drums. So it's kind of cool. You got a little bit of the counter percussion stuff going on to kind of make it sound a little bit more fun. Always, I love these like reverses into these big crashes into the chorus. I really feel like it helps just make things sound even bigger. And then we'll go to the chorus vocals. Now, I don't want to give away exactly what I did here, but I pretty much the plugin that's creating this vocal sound is the Sound Toys, the little altar boy. I really love this plugin. This is one of my favorites to use for anything pitch-wise. But take a listen.
I'm always ready for the wrong situation. Ideals will keep your occupation. I'm always ready for the wrong. I'm always ready for the wrong.
So real quick, I'm going to take off this plugin because you're going to hear how different this sounds. Hang on a second. Just got to come over here. My mixing screen is off the camera. So take a listen to this without the plugin. And I don't know if I've ever played this for anybody before, but you're going to hear, this is just my raw voice.
I'm always ready for the wrong situation. Ideals will keep your occupation. I'm always ready for the wrong. I'm always ready for the wrong.
So as you can tell, it's that little altar boy is doing quite a bit. I had this intention of kind of doing almost like a singing type chorus with this, but as you can see, it's not what it turned out to be. So let me engage these back. So real quick, I'll break down just the main chorus vocal and kind of what I use plugin wise.
I'm always ready for the wrong situation. Ideals will keep your occupation.
Love the vocal rider. This is the Waves vocal rider. This is what I consider to be my kind of like cheat plugin. It does so much of the, the riding of the fader, which I can also do on the console. But with these projects, I mean, we started this pretty much New Year's of last year. So, it's been a while. Going back and forth from digital to analog and constantly remixing things is just a nightmare of, recalling. And so I try to use as much the digital and analog at the same time, try to achieve that sound. But yeah, this plugin I love.
I'm always ready for the wrong situation. Ideals will keep your occupation.
It just helps kind of when you have a compressor right after this, the compressor doesn't have to go as crazy with compression to try to keep you, give you that good solid level. Also, before I track everything, we're running through a Neve 1073 clone preamp. We have the vocal mic we used was an Oceanways ST6050 microphone through a DBX 160A compressor. So we had some pretty good stuff already on the way in. But next in our plugin chain is the Waves CLA2A.
I'm always ready for the wrong situation. Ideals will keep your occupation. I'm always ready for the wrong.
So as you can see, we're only getting like maybe 4 decibels max on that one. So just some, light compression. It's a lot of light compression is kind of how I like to do things. We got our API EQ here. We're boosting 2 decibels at 10K. We're boosting 2 decibels at 5K. We're cutting actually some 1K, some of that. I have a lot of like nasally junk noise in my voice often. So we're cutting a little bit of that. And then we're actually adding some 400, some of the thickness, the depth on it. And also that EQ is also based on that little altar boy because that does change the tonality of the vocal. And then next we have an R comp, R compressor. Once again, these are all in mono too. And this one's got a super fast attack because the CLA2A is a very slow attack compressor.
I'm always ready for the wrong situation. Ideals will keep your occupation. I'm always ready for the wrong.
That's helping stop some of that initial when you're talking, I'm always, all that like really aggressive attack on the vocals that you often get from, being so aggressive with the vocal. Then just we're just rolling off looks like 118 hertz here, just to get rid of some of that low end junk. And then once again we have the Sound Toys little altar boy. We're pitching this down 3 cents, I believe it is. And the mix is actually fully on wet, so we're not hearing any of the dry signal.
I'm always ready for the wrong situation. Ideals will keep your occupation. I'm always ready for the...
So as you can hear what it does when you go blend some of that dry in there. But essentially that's our, for the most part, our whole chorus vocal. It's all three of those vocals together. And then we get into the verses. This is Mr. Ryan Brennan himself. I'm going to play just the vocals by itself.
Yeah. Hair slick backwards, I'm a young Leo. Kissed by the rose, I'm a young seal. Anything I want, that's a done deal. And I can see the future like a Miss Cleo.
Same type of plugin thing we got going on here. The vocal rider, CLA2A, the API EQ, the R comp, and then just rolling off some low end again. Nothing too crazy with those, but the background vocals I like to do in stereo. I think it helps create some width and depth, and it doesn't also, you don't need to push the backups, the doubles so hard.
I'm a young Leo. I'm a young seal. That's a done deal.
And then here,
like a Miss Cleo.
And I know you never seen this before, so I'm gonna tell you what you need to know.
So this part, we actually used a little altar boy again, and this sounds like it's even more. Yeah, so we're going down a full octave on this one.
And I know you never seen this before, so I'm gonna tell you what you need to know. I got a dream to achieve, I believe I'm a scheme to get green like William Dafoe.
Just to kind of add some fun character to this song. But yeah, it's nothing too crazy in this one. We do have a delay going on here.
Tell you what you need to know. I got a dream to achieve, I believe I'm a scheme to get green like William Dafoe.
So this one we're using the Waves H delay. Once again, another Waves product. I really do enjoy all their Waves, all the products that they have. This one is just on eighth notes, and it's actually on a totally separate track so that I'm actually physically able to change the volume of just the delay, and it's not on the entire thing, which I do see a lot of people do, and that does work, but sometimes to me it sounds too much delay. I just like to put on little parts. So we'll go to the second verse here. It looks like we did some pitching.
Quite a rap, Yosemite, granted serenity, up where the heavens be.
So we got the delay going on with a pitch.
Granted serenity, up where the heavens.
So it's just like a little stutter thing, and what's all that's happening is I'm just pitching those little stutters up as it goes. So it's up
where the heavens be.
Just a little fun production thing, and then also we got some lows.
Yosemite, granted serenity, up where the heavens be.
Just to kind of add that like fun, drop out right before the the hook, the chorus comes in.
Up where the heavens be.
That one also sounds like we have, nope, just the little altar boy again.
Up where the heavens be.
I'm always ready for...
So I really like the little altar boy, as you can tell. Just adds a lot of cool, fun effects. And then the end of the song here kind of changes a little bit. We got these guys. I'm always ready for the...
Always ready for the... I'm always ready for the... Yeah, I'm always ready for the...
So this one, once again, we are using the little altar boy, but this one's a little different. So this is, I'm not linking the format and the pitch together. And it kind of gives you these weird... So it just kind of like, it changes the sound. It's attempting to pull it back to a little bit more of a normal sound. So that's without it, and then with it. Just changes the tonality of it. Just kind of made it a little different.
Yeah, I'm always ready for the... I'm always ready for the... Yeah, I'm always ready for the...
So yeah, that's, for the most part, that is the track. The verses we did, changed up some stuff here a little bit. We got the drums, then we actually have an 808 going on that kind of jumps in and jumps out during parts of the track. So it's just cool, just just to change things up. I always like to keep the tracks interesting, keep them moving, drop out things in the verses so it doesn't sound, have some dynamics to your track. So I'll play the second half of the chorus going into the first verse.
I'm always ready for the wrong situation. Ideals will keep your occupation. I'm always ready for the wrong. I'm always ready for the wrong.
Hair slick backwards, I'm a young Leo. Kissed by the rose, I'm a young seal. Anything I want, that's a done deal. And I can see the future like a Miss Cleo. And I know you never seen this before, so I'ma tell you what you need to know. I got a dream to achieve, I believe I'm a scheme to get green like William Dafoe.
I'm always ready for the wrong.
So for the most part, that is the track. We are using Cakewalk Sonar Platinum. This is the DAW of my choice. I've been using it for like 16, 17 years now. There's no point in changing. We're using an Apogee digital clock with SSL converters, just some really high-end stuff. A lot of mainly Waves and Slate Digital plugins. And feel free to check out the recording studio, True Sound Studios. We are also here on YouTube at True Sound TV, and I'll provide a link in the description. And you can check out the studio. We produce, mix, master, you name it. But anyways, thanks for checking out this breakdown of the track. I am Weezna. This track is called The Wrong Situation. You can pick it up anywhere. You can also get it for free and download it for free on SoundCloud or stream it for free on Spotify.